the movement that we just practiced, it was a good practice to define the sphere of moon and the arc of horizon, and then the spherical mandala, which is every single point in space become a sphere, and then each point in space become a traveling from the outer center, which is the crown, which is in heaven, is going all the way around the back. So remember that our sphere is all the way all going to infinity, forever, out. So as you define the spheres, you change in the center of gravity to come back to Earth in order to continue with the next movement. So in this movement, the way that this movement really is twice around moon and around the crown. One time is horizon above the crown, and then the lateral mandala, which is what you just learned. And now the second time that we do horizon, we go to horizon and we go above the crown. And now we do a motion that is called full forward release. And what it is an encircling spiral that brings you closer to your heart right here as you're moving forward. And then when you get to the level of your heart at the solar plexus, the lower back can release like a wave and can allow your entire spine to extend through you. This is you have to be very gentle with this motion, but it's a very good movement because you're coming from the legs, from the pelvis, and then you're extending the whole spine like going to infinity. So if you see it if instead of being in the floor, you will see it from here, you will be in infinity in that moment, because you are extending the whole spine to the diagonals in the floor. And that is a very, very good movement that I would like you to practice. You have 3 different possibilities of releasing the lower back in the chair. Remember, you have this place that is called suspended wave that we do, and the 3 releases, the release of earth, the release of expansion, the release of heaven. And then when you stand up, and when we do the first section standing, there will be a place called touching balance, which is a place between right here with your feet are. That's another place that sometimes is very good for you to practice. You have to be very gentle because it extends the lower back. And then if you are very comfortable with your legs connecting from the floor, it's good because you will make sure that you're extending through the pelvis, through the floor. So it's not like you're just pushing the lower back forward, but you're extending inside of it. And then this last release is called the full forward release, because from the pelvic floor, I release all the 7 centers and the fullest extension of the spine forward. And this is very, very wonderful movement. You touch infinity, and now from here, you swing the arms to go around, and the around swinging of the arms become a spiral that will bring you into foundation to return back into infinity, expansion, and touching crown, and that will become the completion of the movement. So I would like to do it as it is, and just observe that when I swing my arms to go back from me, I'm going quite like the diagonals of the room, quite open. I'm not going too close to me because it closes my lower back. So I want you to feel like you're going diagonal all the way there before you create a circle that allows you to come back to the pelvis to go up. It's a larger movement, but it's a good practice because we have done a lot of movement in the chair that they've been very self-contained, and now you're getting ready to larger movements, because when you stand up and do the movements and when you go into the floor, everything will become larger because you have much more expansion in your definition. Okay, so let's do the movement as it is. Twice around the crown, 1 horizon above the crown, the lateral mandala, and then the forward release. Yeah, as it is. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and we do. This is like a little ceremony in the sense that you're always defining crown. And now we go to the moon. 1, 2, 3, moon around the crown, like a bird of wine. Earth. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, moon. 1, 2, 3, earth. 1, 2, 3, and now horizon. The wave of horizon, right there. The transversal direction to open the heart, the extension of the spine, and the spherical mandala. 2, 3, and that's the biggest sphere. 2, 3, earth. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now horizon, right there, unfolding to the transversals, and now entering the transversals, encircling the wave, and now from the pelvic floor, which is the continuation of your legs, extending the whole movement all the way through, the swinging to the transversals, arriving to foundation. 1, infinity. 3, expansion. 2, 3, crown. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that becomes the completion of the whole movement. Beautiful. Lovely. Let's do the last movement and a little bit in the diagonal. Maybe you wanted to observe it because it's easy to see the planes that I am in space, they're just facing forward. And I would like you to notice that when I go forward completely into the forward release, which is, remember that I said it's like an infinity, it's an extension, all totally extending the transversal, so the right arm becomes the left leg, and the left arm inside of me is the right leg. And then as I swing to the diagonal, the movement returning from the swinging is almost like an inflowing wave. Remember, from here you want an inflowing wave to go to foundation. So from here it's an inflowing wave that allows you to return to foundation. And foundation, as you practice, you will begin to see that it's very important because it implied the beginning of the direction from which my mind experienced the spinal column. So that once I begin to find foundation, then the whole spine can unravel when I go through the mandala. And that ensures that my shoulders are not pressing in and that everything is open. So I want you to notice the angle of around the crown, the angle of above the crown, the angle of the spherical mandala, then the angle of extension of the release, the angle of the returning, the swinging, and then the backwards, so to speak, from the back inflowing wave that brings us to foundation in order to complete the mandala. Okay? So let's do it. We do it twice, whole thing. So it's a practice. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. Inflowing wave, beautiful, ascends the floor, outflowing wave, and that's the crown. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, ascending. Before I open to moon, that would be moon, around the crown, earth, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second time, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Horizon. 2, 3, 4. Transversal opening. 3, 4. Spherical. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Earth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Horizon. 2, 3, 4. Transversal opening of heart. 4. Full release. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Entering foundation. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, infinity. 3, expansion. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Complete and crown. And we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3. Moon. 1, 2, 3. Earth. 1, 2, 3. Foundation. 1, 2, 3. Moon. 1, 2, 3. Earth. 1, 2, 3. Foundation to horizon. 2, 3. Horizon. 1, 2, 3. Heaven. Lateral. 2. Spherical mandala. 4, 5, 6, 7, earth. 1, 2, 3, 4, horizon. 2, 3, 4, spherical, to heaven. 4, and now the full release, entering all the way the upper planes. 4, beginning the lower back, a wave of the spine. This is count 8, swinging 1 and 2. Take all the time to the inflowing way to come back to foundation. And now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is infinity, 3 and 4 is expansion. 2, 3 is crown. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and complete. 2, 3 and crown. And then from there we complete into 0 point. This is the last movement. Oh, yay, we did it. That was great. We did it great. Thank you. The section. Wonderful. That's good.